Hi there, Tammy Cabell, founder and CEO of Career Resume Consulting. Today I would like to really indulge you in some tremendous information, so I want you to take notes. I want you to get out a paper and pen, and if you don't have one, stop this video right now and get one because you're going to want to take notes. What we're going to be talking about today are the 6 factors that guide human behavior, and actually I'd like to refer to them as laws because they truly are unbreakable. So these are the 6 laws of human behavior and how you can use these to your advantage when you're going about an executive search or really any professional search. So the first law is the law of reciprocity. In other words, people feel obligated to do something back for you if you do something first. So this needs to be something like a piece of value that you send in an email to an HR representative that hasn't contacted you in 3 weeks. It could be a white paper, it could be a PowerPoint presentation, but it needs to be something that is spontaneous, that is genuine and sincere, and that is very specific. And then give them something. For instance, say I've been researching your company and your industry, and I've found this PowerPoint presentation. I think that you're going to really like what you see on page 34. So I thought I would just send this to you, and then that HR representative will not only send that to the hiring manager, but they will also call you back or email you back. If the trail has gone cold and you haven't received an email from an HR rep that has interviewed you for a job 2 or 3 weeks ago, go ahead and use this law of reciprocity to get their attention. The second law I'd like to talk about is the law of scarcity. Now, this is absolutely true. Studies have shown it every time. People want what they can't have. As a matter of fact, when I'm full up in my consulting practice, when we do, I have a whole bunch of, well, not a bunch, but several different coaches across the nation and also in Europe. And when we are full and we don't take on new clients, it seems like when I tell people that, I get more of a response saying, yes, I want to work with you, than if I say, hey, we have 2 spots open, and if anybody wants them, go ahead and give us a call. So the law of scarcity is very important, and the way that you can use it in your job search is to, in a face-to-face interview or even in a phone interview, you let them know that you are possibly talking to a couple of other companies. One of them may be ready to give you an offer, so you were just wondering what the timeline is for making a decision on this hiring process. That way they know you are a wanted property, you are a hot property, and they want what they can't have. And I've actually seen tens of thousands of dollars in bonus go to people who say, well, I've got another offer and I'm considering this on the table, and then all of a sudden you get a $10,000 bonus just to sweeten the deal because they really want what they can't have. Another law that I'd like to talk about is the law of authority. People like credible, knowledgeable experts. So keep that in mind. You do not need to be a national authority on anything or have written a book about a topic to be considered an expert. You need to claim your expertise, and this is expertise that you have above and beyond the person that you're sitting across the desk from in an interview. So if you know more about accounting than the person interviewing you, you're an accounting expert. If you know more about raising capital, raising funding than the person across the desk from you, you are a funding expert, all right? So keep in mind, claim your expertise. When I started putting the word expert throughout the resumes that I was writing, when we discovered what the expertise was of our clients, then they got more calls, they got more interviews, and they got hired quicker at a higher salary than just a winning candidate. People will pay more for experts, and they want experts. You need to become that expert, all right? Now, there's another one, the law of consistency. People need to feel consistent in their behavior. That is very important for people. So get them to do something small, and then they will agree to do something larger. So in a job search, for instance, when you're talking on the phone, you want to get them to agree to a Skype conversation if you are across the nation. Or it could be a face-to-face conversation in their office if you just finished up a phone call. So in other words, get to that next base. When you're running the bases of job search baseball, you always want to get from the phone call to the face-to-face interview. No one's going to hire you from a phone call. No legitimate company is going to hire you with a phone call. They want to see you in person, or at least they want to see your face on Skype if you're across the country. All right, so the fifth one is the law of liking. This is key. This is very, very important because people hire people that they like over people that are more qualified. And if they don't like you, they are not going to hire you. So what I have found in my experience, I've got 13 years in the career field, what I found is that you have to have some commonality with the people that are hiring you. They want to know that they will like working with you. So find that commonality, and the way to do that is through research prior to going into a face-to-face interview or even a phone call. So what you can do is go to a little-known website called people.com. That's P like Paul, I, P like Paul, L.com, people.com. It will give you information that you can't get from a Google search. So you just put in the first and last name of the person that you're researching and the city and state that they're in, just the metro area, and they'll be able to find the right person. You may have to select from several people if the person that's interviewing you is Steve Jones, something like that. So you may have to find the right Steve Jones, but once you do, it will give you things like Amazon wish lists. It will give you information like when they reviewed a taco stand on Yelp 6 years ago. It will give you incredible information. I've even seen tax liens and traffic tickets on there, but what you want to use it for is to find commonality. That's what you want to find for. And then use that commonality in the rapport building at the beginning of talking with somebody, whether that be on the phone or in a face-to-face interview. So commonality is key, so you can not only find something in common with them, but also speak like them, because people like people who communicate in the same style that they do. So that's very important as well. So let me go to the last one. The last law of human behavior that you can use is consensus. People want to feel part of a crowd. People want to feel like they're doing the right thing and they are on the bandwagon with everyone else. What that means is that if you don't have LinkedIn recommendations, you need to get some. And the way to get a LinkedIn recommendation is to send a message out to your contacts, whoever has worked with you in the past, and ask them 3 questions. So what are my key strengths? What's the biggest accomplishment that I ever did when I was working with you? And what else would you like to tell an employer about me? So have them fill that out in an email and then send it back to them in a paragraph form and say, I really enjoyed reading this. This really touched my heart. Thank you so much. Could you click this link, which is a link to your LinkedIn recommendation? Yeah, your LinkedIn. Could you click this link and copy and paste this into a recommendation for me? And that way, they're not worried about what they're going to say in a recommendation. They already said it to you in an email and just answering the questions, okay? So people like people that are similar to them and communicate similarly. And in a consensus, people like third-party proof. Social proof is what that's called in marketing. And that also talks to your references. So you really need to be able to coach your references and coach them effectively, giving them examples of when you've done certain strengths that you want to show to a certain employer. So coach them ahead of time and then let them know when you're in a hiring process so that they know to expect a phone call. You want all 3 or 4 of the people that you choose as references to be gushing all about you, very enthusiastic. If they're not, if they have a deadpan personality, don't use them. But use people that will really enthusiastically talk about your abilities and they say consistent things. People want consensus, they want social proof, they want third-party proof, they want references. So give them those references and make it consistent with what they see on your resume and on your online profiles like your LinkedIn profile. So those are the 6 laws of human behavior that you can use in a job search situation. This could be an executive search or really any professional search. So if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. You can put the questions down below, or you can also send me an email at Tammy, Tammy, at beyondjobsearching.com. That's Tammy at beyondjobsearching.com. You can also call our offices if you'd like to talk with us about our one-on-one services. Our main office number is 816-600-2478, 816-600-2478. And if you're out of the country, we do work with a lot of people outside the U.S., feel free to email me, again, Tammy at beyondjobsearching.com, or you can visit, for free resources, visit our website, and that's careerresumeconsulting.com. Go there, there's tons of free resources. I want you to take advantage of those. So head on out to Career Resume Consulting and find what you're looking for as far as resume samples, interviewing technique help. There's 20 hours of audio instruction for free. You don't even have to sign up for it. It's all out there. So visit our website. And if you'd like to talk with us about our services, contact us, please. And I hope this has served you today. I really enjoyed sharing this information. And be sure to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe so that you get my new videos that I try to send out about once a week or so. So if you want my new videos, then feel free to subscribe. I love subscribers. And post any comments or successes under this video. Thanks, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye now.